Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the image or fusion feature in LM Studio. So basically, you can upload images and then you can ask AI to describe maybe the content and the image. You can also upload images that contain visual data, and then you can get some insights that you might miss when you're looking at a picture for the first time. So this is one very useful example, but of course there are many things that you can do. Another example is you can ask AI to get the text from a picture. Now I must clarify that right now LM Studio cannot generate images, so it is not designed for that, and it is only for chatting with an AI model that does have a fusion capability. So that's going to be the topic of this video. So first, before you can start chatting with images via LM Studio, you need to download an AI model with a fusion capability. And to do that, you can navigate to the model search menu, and then you can search for a model that does have a fusion feature. So to get that, to find a model with that feature, just look at this tiny yellow eye icon, meaning that the model can process image inputs. Now, there are many different models from different companies, and also they are different in sizes. And you have to be mindful when choosing the model, because not all models can fit on your computer. So if you're not quite sure if your computer is able to run an AI model, especially the one with a fusion capability, just use the model that is quite small and maybe can run, most likely can run on most consumer hardware. So I think in this list, at least in the stuff picks list from LM Studio, I think the smallest model with a fusion capability was Ministral 3 with 3 billion parameters. So this is the one that you can download. It is only, again, 3 billion parameters, and the size is only around 3 gigabytes. And there is also the 4-bit quantization, which means it is very, very small. It is very lightweight, and I think you can even run it with a computer without a discrete GPU, although I haven't tried, but I think this is very small that even a basic laptop can run the model. But anyway, after that, after you have downloaded the model, you can close this, and then we can start chatting with the model. So for this example, I'm going to be using the Google's Gemma 3 model with 4 billion parameters, and as you can see, it has a fusion feature. Now let me just navigate to the main screen, and I'm going to start a new chat. So right here, we need to load the model first. You can click this button to pick a model and then select the model that you want to load into your system. Now here, there are a few settings that you can customize, but the one setting that I usually just change is this context length. So images usually have more tokens, and therefore in this case I'm going to increase the context length from the default 4000 to maybe around 8000 or 10,000. Now this will ensure that AI is not going to immediately forget what I said earlier. So if you set it to be too low, then it might not be able to get all the details in the content or in the chat window. So try something that is a bit higher, but don't set it to maximum, at least if you're not so sure if your computer can handle it, because if you are setting it to maximum, then the AI response can be very, very slow. So let me just set it to be, let's say, between 8,000 to 10,000, maybe 9,000 is the sweet spot. Okay, let me just click load model, and just wait for the model to be loaded into the memory or video memory on your computer. There you go. Now, after that, you can just drag and drop the image, or you can also just click this plus button to attach a picture or multiple pictures. So in this case, I have this document. So it looks like this. Now I'm going to ask AI to please extract the text from this document into a markdown format, and please make sure that the markdown text is in a code window so I can copy and paste it easily. All right, let me just verify the transcription. Okay, so it looks good. Click this and just wait for the model to analyze the content and then give the answer based on what you just asked. Okay, so I just want to extract the document in a markdown format. Well, it was pretty quick. I'm going to copy this. So let's say I'm going to put that on Google Docs. So just to show you that it can produce a markdown format content, and we can render that using a tool like Google Docs, for example. So I'm going to right click, paste for markdown. No, I don't have that. There you go. So this is basically a similar looking format, and again it was extracted from the picture that I just provided to the AI model in LM Studio. Now let me try another example. Let me just go back to LM Studio, and I'm going to start a new chat. So I have this picture of a skin product, and I want to know what is the warnings. What is the warning? The things that I need to know about this product. So let me just close this, and can you tell me what are the warnings of this product? There you go. And by the way, if you're wondering what is the tool that I use to be able to transcribe my speech into text, it's called Handy. I actually have talked about that on my channel multiple times. It is a great tool and it's highly recommended, and also it is offline just like LM Studio. Anyway, so this is the answer. So I got the summary based on the image, based on the prompt that I just sent to AI. So that's basically how you can use the image or fusion capability in LM Studio. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.